left, got a win out. And I feel like my morning has gone exactly like the Wrexham season has been for the last 6-7 games anyway. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Struggling at the start. I've been up for the last, I guess it's been about 45 minutes, but carrying a whole bunch of boxes downstairs. It's garage sale day in the UK, otherwise known as car boot sale day, which is a fascinating thing. Why not? Why put it in the back of a car and drive it with another 1,000, 2,000 vehicles to a big thing and open up your boot, your trunk, and sell out stuff? But hey, when you can just sell it in front of your house. But hey, it's kind of a fascinating little thing. But yeah, my wife is outside. We're doing that. If you're in the area, come stop by. Brendan, we've got a football game to play, to watch, to enjoy. We're not playing. We're going to sit here and admonish people or celebrate them. How the hell are you?
I am good. This seemed like the longest week of the season, just about. I don't know why, it just did. But
because it sucked last weekend, and we've had to wait a whole week to try and find some
get
magic.
that taste out of our mouth. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I haven't looked at anything because of commitments. But I do see, as I'm going through things, some fun little changes in the things. 9 people watching. Is that the start of everybody kind of signing off the season? It's a slow start for everybody. The unpredictability of it. Hey, we're not dead. We're just on life support. What do we got to do here to make the show? 4 wins in a row is a must. I don't see any other option.
No other option.
And then we need help anyway.
Yep.
And there's really only 2 teams we're watching, right? Is that a fair assessment, or how do you see it?
It's only one team we're watching. It's Hull.
You don't think Middlesbrough is a possibility with their run-in as of late? If they only get 2-3 points, 1 point, 2 points, they suck for the remainder.
Yeah, they've already had to suck for so long just to drop to where they are. Like that level of suckage would be like without significant injuries seems significantly unlikely, right? Like every team goes through ups and downs. Feels like Wrexham's in a down right now, but that's asking a lot. That many losses in a row. I think we got to get points. Let's do the math here. To jump Middlesbrough as I'm doing the math in my head. We've got a maximum of 12 points available. That puts us 72 points. They're at 72 points. Yeah.
So unless we're going to put 17 goals for in the which isn't happening. So we're watching Hull.
Yeah. Derby's irrelevant. They jumped ahead of us today, but we already said we have to win out. So if we win out and Derby wins out, we still finish a point ahead of them. So Derby's not in play.
We are all Birmingham fans today. Gross. Absolutely gross. Where do we go from here? Say hi to everybody in the chat. I haven't looked at a bloody thing. It's mass chaos, and I hope I'm not beckoned and called upon.
Steve's in there. Jed, Spets.
Usually Red Horde Watch Along pops to the top of my YouTube. Today I had to search for it. Should be on the top of the page too, no?
What your thing came in really lit back in my feed too. I was worried you didn't put it up when I saw it.
Huh. Interesting. Well, maybe that's a byproduct of them punishing me for putting it up late. Maybe that's a byproduct of viewership and everything else that's going on. I don't know. Things to play with next year. Trying to improve things, and hopefully next year I can get on top of all the other stuff, so I have more chance to do the one hobby that I really enjoy, and that's suffering and celebrating with a football club in Wales. It's an interesting question here. Let's just jump. John's asked a question I'm sure everybody knows, but we'll jump to the roster here. And the starting 11, you got that one thrown up there?
Oh, yeah.
Changes abound, and what's fascinating to me is the one change I thought we had to make, we don't make. We'll go through that. Arthur Okonkwo, not in. Danny Ward slides in to the starting 11. John asking the question, I'm on pins and needles about Ward. Do I want him to do well? Do I not? What does this mean for AO? What does it mean for the summer window? You got to give the man a shot to be able to see exactly what you've got. He's a Welsh national team player. He's 32 years of age. So we're not talking about somebody who's going to be around for a while. And I think testing him to see what he's got, both because A, you trust him, he's got experience and he can do it. B, you want to see what you've got leading into the next season. Is that where we're at? Or is that entered into Parky's thing, or is this just his best option forward? Look, Ogonkwo is our future. He is our now. I think this is just a change. I don't like it. I think we could have waited one or two. If we had a draw or a loss, then you slot him in, and you see what we've got to wrap up the season. This seems like a little bit of wave the white flag to me. Just because it's the nervous energy. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. I don't think Ogonkwo. Yes, he's had some shots that he normally would stop that he did not stop. Does that mean he's not your best option going out? I don't think so. I think I would have put him in for this one until we drop points. And as soon as we drop points, Danny Ward gets in. But hey, what do I know? I'm not Parky, and I haven't gone back to back to back. Howdy, Lee. What's your thoughts on Danny Ward getting in?
I thought that the situation that made the most sense to me was Nolan's position is safe. If you're not playing well, you will be taken out. And they weren't horrible, his worst games, although a few weeks ago might have been one of Arthur's worst games. But the last two, it just didn't look like him. He just seemed off, a step slow. I don't know. Like if Arthur wasn't so distinct looking, I would have thought they swapped someone else in who looked like him. Like he just didn't move the same. He didn't. It just wasn't him. Now maybe he's dealing with an injury. They're not telling us. Either way, I thought Parky was just like, look, I've tried to stick with guys as long as I can. We have to get all wins the rest of the way out. And if you're not at the top of your game, I'm yanking you and giving someone else a chance. And that could also be, if you saw the pregame interview with Parky, they asked, why is Moore not in? And Parky said, we need someone in who's going to impact that Stokes back line, and Moore wasn't getting it done last week. So
wasn't getting it done last week.
If he's speaking like that and he's willing to say guys were out because they weren't doing enough, then I think Arthur fits in that boat, and it would make sense you also, besides pulling Moore, you pulled Arthur.
Somebody's got to take Arthur Ogonkwo for the entire offseason and just have him hit targets from distance. That's it. Different stuff. A couple of things. A name that's a little bit unfamiliar to me, Ricky Steepside Fitness. So hi, Ricky. Thanks for joining in. Lee's jumped in. Dave says hi to the family. And we've got, this is the other change. The one that I absolutely would have made. If you'd have said to me, somebody on this starting 11 has to come out, who is it? It was Kabore.
Yeah.
And Kabore's in. And I think that's what Lee's referencing there. Not happy at all with Ward and Kabore starting. I get that there's an argument for Ward. I would have preferred to have waited. Yeah, if you think he's better at hitting targets down, but I need shot stoppers. And I think that Ogonkwo was the best at that, although I admit he's suffered the last couple of games.
What we don't know is there a huge drop-off in our defense? Is there a lack of communication and coordination taking place? Is it all on the defense, or is the keeper and what he's calling out or not calling out a part of why they're not playing well? So there could be stuff like that, and that's why Ward's also in.
Yeah, it's Lee says, watch how many times Kabore loses the ball today. He's such a weak link. It's funny with Kabore because I think that his issue is between his ears. He's got the speed. He's got touch on the ball. When he dribbles, he's fine. He's great. He makes the bad options. He and that's the either it's a loss of the ball or he kills momentum going forward because his default is a back pass. That's my problem with him. Uninspiring. It's been Has it been 5 games, 6 games where we've come out in the first half and absolutely sucked? And if you can't get up when your season's on the line, we've got a different core as far as finding magic. And that's something that might have to be addressed going forward. Just asked AI Claude what the odds of Wrexham to make the playoffs. It said 25 to 35%. Ooh, really? I mean, we got 4 points to make up on a Birmingham team, on a whole city team that hasn't been doing poorly. I mean, I guess, well, as I look at it, maybe they've been doing comparatively. We've got 3 red dots. They've got 2. I don't know. I just look at the win 4 in a row and hope that they drop points in a couple of them, and we're Bob's our uncle and away we run. Right? Like that's really where we're at. We're one behind on the goal differential, but you'll make that up if you're winning and they're losing, so that you get up there. Right? If you've got to make up 4 points, you're going to gain that goal differential back. And so, as long as you don't get blown out in a poor game, well, we got to win them all out anyway. So, look, it's there for us to take it. I think 25 to 35% is generous. I'd put us at about 10, maybe even 5. You got to get. I can't see us on even 10 points. If you get to 10 points, we're up to 74 points. You think they're not going to pick up 6 and 4?
I think they're going to pick up 6. That's why you need the 75. That's why you need the wins.
Yeah, I just, well, we'll see. Yay, Birmingham. I mean, if we want to, we're all talking about it, so we might as well just have the confirmation of it. So it's Birmingham at home, Leicester City. Who? What the hell is up with Leicester? I don't get it. I know 6-point deduction and all that sort of stuff, but that's not a team that, even with the 6-point deduction, deserves to be wallowing in it. And just then they've got Charlton on the road and Norwich City at home. Where do you see the losses coming there? If it's going to happen, it's got to happen today against Brum, because I think and Norwich City, those are the 2 that you're looking at.
Yes,
because
yes, Norwich is still playing hard. Period. And Brum played hard against us, so maybe they do against Hull.
I mean, Leicester City, they are 5 points away from the drop, and West Brom has a game in hand. They could be completely out of it by the time that match runs around.
Right. So there's 2 wins, 2 losses. That's 6 points. That means we need 4 wins.
Yeah, run it, and let's do the damn thing. Where are we? 12 minutes away. Let's go through the rest of the lineup. Cleworth getting the day off, and I saw there was a post on Twitter. I didn't see what the quote was from the coach. We feel like we need Sam's ability to stretch the pitch, and that's the key. That's Sam Smith. Josh comes into the team, and he's done great for us, so I'm fine with that. Max has played nearly every minute of the recent run of games, and I felt like it was the right time for him to come out of the team. Dom has come back in this weekend and looked fresh. And then I just felt the time was right for Danny Ward to return. Arthur has played a lot of football, and Wardy has been training well and is ready to make an impact today. So I've seen it on the pitch. I'm going to have a crack at it. It's an interesting move. I wouldn't have made it. I really wouldn't. The season's on the line, and you're going to go with your experienced keeper, but somebody who hasn't played since what was it, September? Yeah.
Better chance that he links up with guys. He's considerably better passing out of the back, which every time we got nervous, we pass it back to Arthur, which means we just give it to the other team. So
an interesting take from John. I sincerely would prefer we spend the last 4 matches figuring out our priorities for the summer window. I'll push Berhalter. Like every Whitecaps game, and I'm not a Whitecaps fan. Jason is. If he's here, he can talk about him. But if you're not watching the American former manager's kid, Berhalter, playing for the Whitecaps, you're missing out. That guy on set pieces is delicious. Like, that's the only word that you like. They thumped Kansas City 3-0, and they scored all 3 in the first half, and they just sort of played around. And both of their wingers, the stuff that they do with the cutback passes and the creative, they're just creative. It's a whole different standard of sort of what Parkey wants us to play. The Whitecaps are playing it. So go and get that guy in the window. Pay the money. I don't care. And I said I was a little bit quietly talking about Ali Ahmed, and he's certainly fit in with Norwich. Berhalter's looked better. So go and get him. That's all I got to say. That's my summer window preach. What are we looking for today? I mean, I haven't looked at their roster. I don't know if they've got the regulars. To me, I don't care what Stoke City does. We've got to get something to fire up the club, fire up the lads at the start of the match. Do you have any ideas? I mean, we're not professional managers here.
So this is the first time you're seeing it. Who would you say are two of our the three biggest energy guys, I think, for the team are out there right now? I think
Dabo, Smith, and
Rathbone.
Yeah. And Thomason, to be fair.
Yeah. So I mean, seeing those three, and then Matty James's kind of leadership out there, I don't know. I mean, that's the guys. There's no way they're not playing hard. Maybe not everyone will be, but I don't think we're going to see those. Nobody's running hard out there first halves. Those three should be. So, I hopefully that will motivate others. It's hard not to. I see Windus seem to play better when he's out there with Smith, and the fact that he sees Smith nonstop busting his ass, and he's just standing there going, "Oh yeah, I got to press too," and then he moves forward. So I'm hoping that they'll be giving more effort today, or appear so.
Talking about Issa Kabore on loan from Man City, there was talk of him, that being early, like 6 months ago, having to go out and sign him to a long-term deal. He's gone through 7 clubs. Are we a seventh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clubs. He's got 1 goal in about 120 games. What's your take on him? Are we launching him off to the moon and never coming back?
Yeah.
So that's one transfer window decision that's made. It's, my God, I got to change the audio here. Just give me a second. I'm getting blasted. Ooh. And now I won't be able to hear you either.
So John had said he wishes that, we would try to figure out who we're keeping and who we're going after. I think Parkey knows what he has. The only people you could question whether or not is, do you need to see more Keeler Dunn and Bailey out there?
Let's talk about Keeler Dunn for a second. Last season, who were the top 2 scorers in League One? Do you know the answer? Trivia question. I'll tell you what.
Was it Smith and Keeler Dunn?
It was.
Yeah.
I think Keeler Dunn actually was tied for second with one other. Why haven't we seen him that much? And especially now, like, go out and give him his cup of coffee and his run. And if we're testing it, look, you've got to do, if you're Parkey, you have to do what's best right now to try and get 3 points. Because if you get him, the season's still alive. And if you lose him, and for the rest of it, we're testing things out.
Yes. Yeah, then it's all Bailey and Keeler Dunn in there. Other than that, I think he knows what he has with everybody else, and his mind's made up on them. So I don't know that there's all this figuring stuff out that has to be done, other than seeing a little bit more of those two, I think. But
yeah, I'm with you on that. God, just trying to go through the chat. The chat's rolling today. Who thinks 5 to 7 years is too long to get a permanent training facility up and going, has no idea what it takes. Hey, I foreshadow. I've been playing around with a bunch of looking at the financial reports, looking at jersey kit sales, looking at all that sort of stuff. And I'll put it all together. I'm going to suggest that Michael Williamson cost the club in the range of 3 to 5 million quid on kit sale loss alone last season. And I'll put that together, and people can accept it, not accept it, and do whatever. If you're with me on that, that's at the championship level, that's the transfer fees for a top drawer player or a couple of strong players. if you talk about getting somebody in at that amount of money, how many points do they pick up? And so there's an argument to be made that Michael Williamson's off the pitch failures have led to the end of the back to back to back to back. And I'm going to put that out there. I can't stand piss poor decision making and excuses. And I get it. He's the CEO who comes from a top pedigree. I just don't see it. But
Spence
yes,
is pointing out the obvious that the takes on this channel is sometimes head scratching. I would say this. Yeah, if you want homers with all the same take, there are 6 channels that everyone loves, and they all pretty much say the same thing. So
I don't know which comment he was referencing.
Well, could have been about the owner, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was anything I said. You get yeah, I mean, and I'm not offended, Spets. But yeah, you're getting. No,
I love it, actually.
2 opinions from people coming out of totally different cultures from living football in your veins 24/7 for the last 40 years. That's what you get out of a lot of the guys that live over there, and you're getting a totally different perspective from somewhat new fans to the sport and to the footballing culture. So yeah, you're getting something totally different, and we're not in any way saying that we've got it right and everyone else has got it wrong. We're just
I always get it right.
Just no. What comes to mind, right? So
hey Tom, hey, you got to talk to me, Tom, while you're here, and hopefully hang around for a while. What the hell is the problem in Leicester City with your lads? Because even with the 6-point deduction, there's no reason. And we've seen the club now. We know that like the individual talent is there. So what in the flying car? And that's me avoiding expletives at least early on. Is happening there? Because I'm curious to hear it from a Welsh, I'm guessing from the avatar. David, that's a good shout. So Parky's not responsible for spending close to $4 million on Hardy and Kakache. Yeah, you've got to land with the spend as well. But I'm a little bit more forgiving with players that you bring in that you're going to have some failures with. I think that what's the odds that you bring somebody in that you think is going to be great and then doesn't? Mark Messier with the Vancouver Canucks, perfect example. Played exceptionally well everywhere he went. Sucked in a Canucks jersey. It happens in every sport, so I give a little bit more forgiveness there. That doesn't for me compute with how do I make sure that a product and merchandise that we want to sell to generate revenue is not difficult to sell. And so Shaun is more forgiving than I am. Oh, just feeling spry today. Football match. The lads are out on the pitch. Everybody's setting up. Red kit running around. Yellow and black kit. I haven't seen their aways. I don't know if that's their normals or their thirds. It almost looks like Hull City, which maybe that's going to fire us up a little bit. But we'll figure it out. So yeah, and it's not just that. And Bae Jun-ho, I'm excited to see. What is he? 21, 22-year-old Korean national. I've always got a little bit of a leaning towards some people from Korea making an opportunity to see them. And I'm still sick of Kyle Larin scoring goals for Coventry, just because I love it if he's going to end up doing this in the World Cup. I don't know who this old guy thinks he is, because he's found his game suddenly again. Hey, it's a great day for some football. It's a great day for a car boot sale or a garage sale. The owners basically lots of poor decisions. Interesting. Oh, we're talking Leicester. Okay, because I was like, the owner lots of poor decisions, overpaid players, running contracts down, and the issues with FFP. Yeah, and I can see the issues with FFP. I was and look, when it goes bad, it goes bad. It seems in football more than most other sports, right? When it goes good, obviously we've seen it goes good. But I thought they had enough quality. Like in the lineup, Dave Wills. He might be on an island. I think the Ward thing. I just think we need a shot stopper more than we need somebody to advance the ball forward. And from what I saw from Danny Ward, Ogonkwo was the better option. But I'm also not all at the training pitch, and so I have to admit I don't really know. So I will. Did I hear a whistle to start? We're underway. I will love to be wrong. At the end of the day, we've got 360 minutes to go and rescue a season, and it's got to be winning football throughout. And whatever gets us there, gets us there. Is it's 15 seconds in, and we'll get a throw in. Thomason going to defer to Doyle. League One, Leicester versus Bromley. 5,500 seats. Is that what their stadium has? W&G down in London. Fascinating. I got to get set up here. I don't even know what I'm doing. Thomason, nice little tackle, but then he loses it there. Bocat, 9 yards. Manhoef, sorry, Manhoef.
You have an issue?
Back underway.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted. Go ahead.
No, you fell asleep on me. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
No, I was trying to focus on what was going on somewhere else. And so Thomas has it. Nothing received. And then a bad pass there, right? Straight interception to James over to Dobson. He's turning around, spun it back. Hyam draws it back, and Ward, long first touch down the middle of the pitch. Hey, if you want to hit a target, he hit a target. And Kabore, do something. Back pass. Nope, not a back pass. Dobson. So it's Scar in the middle, Hyam and Kluwer spot, sending it back to Danny Ward. And he's all the way out at the edge of the area looking for options. But you know what? That's 2 for 2. If we're keeping track. Arthur's out, Dance Nation, Parky preferring what he saw on the training ground. Prior to the match, said that he wanted to have somebody who could put pressure on Stoke City's back line. And so that's why Ward's in there. That was a nice little touch by Manhoef. And then Thomason pulls it. Manhoef, they're the guy who stirs the drink for them.
Oh,
Bristol City up 1-0.
Oh my, come on.
I don't know what I missed. Are you way ahead of me? Smith into the area, shoulder charge. There's a shout. Too early in the match. Too early in the match.
You get to go through a guy and trip him up? Come on.
Too early in the match to call that. What's called? That's in the back. That's not on the shoulder. He's behind. Em, how are you? Nothing. Sorry, guys. Trying to arrange things downstairs. Bocat playing catch with advances it forward. There's a push. Nothing given there. One good shove deserves another. The answer, to be honest, I think it is. The unwritten rule that you don't give pens early on in the match. Danny Ward, 435. Well, and he said there's an interesting Mark Griffith saying is that a dog so as well because there's nobody in behind, and so should it have been a red even?
I've seen Reds in the first couple of minutes this year in the championship. So, I mean,
they're certainly shouting for it. Man, that would have made at least today. One would hope that the next 90 minutes a pleasure and a joy, some sort of comfort. Anyway, that was a takeout. Anyway, and that was another one, Deandra, of the comments that came from Karki. Taking Kluworth off would help. He's played a lot of minutes, and I'm sure looks a lot better. Is nice little dribble there from James and is onside with an opportunity. Smith, and the flag goes up. Yeesh. I didn't see enough of an angle. What did you see, Brendan? You thought that was offside?
I'm a little ahead of you. They show an angle that looks like he probably was onside.
Well, I'd say from that one, yeah. They say on the broadcast a step too early. It was close. Look, if you're the referee and you believe in owed ones, that's an IOU that there's another call later you kind of give us. Stoke are on a 5-game losing run away from home in the championship. Oh God, that's the stat that popped up on the screen and it instantly makes me nervous.
I mean, if the guy is consciously going, I'm not calling it early, then he should have had the I owe Wrexham a close one, right? Like that. But I guess it's the linesman, not the referee. So
how do I pronounce that man's name? Cisse? I hope I don't call him Sissy by mistake. A wide shot up over top. Deandra, so what level do the refs get good? No level. That's why we love football, is because it drives us batty with some of the calls that are going on. Every day is crazy. I do think that there's more fun with referee decisions in football than there is in any other sport. Referee gets bopped in the head.
I don't know. American baseball is shit if the umpire's garbage. So.
But their AVS system now that they've got is really good.
So yeah, I guess you're right. Stuff. Yeah, they've addressed it, but prior to that, the game was determined by the umpire if he wanted to. So
VAR is nonsense. Quick throw, tried to get that in, cleared immediately out by Lowell. And now Kabore, get on the front foot, holds up, passes back.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. That back line, they're trying to play high, and Smith is relentless, and the team's looking to make those passes. We're going to crack one.
You got a shout out there from Kim in the chat, Brendan.
Yes, nice hi Kim. Nice to see you. I haven't seen Kim in a bit in the chat. Sci-Fi J too.
Lowell down the right, long ball flipped forward, too far past Bay. Seems to be all over the pitch to start. Scar with it. This referee is a bad omen. Don't do it, Kim. Uh-oh. Into the area, nice stab back. Well done by Matty James. He's been everywhere. Him and Dobbo. You were talking about energy guys at the start of the game, and us having the three that are out there between Rathbone, Dobson, and who am I missing? And I suggested Smith. And I suggested Thomas. And Matty James is like, hold on, let me throw my name in the ring. He's been
that's what I said. He can when he starts the game, he usually comes out pretty active. And then this is what Windass doesn't want to be the guy standing around, so he gets more involved, and I think it's contagious. So You went quiet again on us, Sean.
I know. My wife's running around and she's sticking her. For everybody who is just joined, it's one of the best days of my entire marriage. To be completely frank, is my wife has gone on a full purge, and so garage sale is on. That was Kabore into the mix with Bazunu, and she's gone on a full purge, and we're selling a whole bunch of stuff. If you need things cheap, stop on by the house. And so I'm trying to arrange things and make sure she's coordinated going forward. So I apologize for the distraction. Smith, Creswell. That's the team, Griffiths et al., joking about how Kiefer Moore must be fuming on the bench watching Sam Smith get a penalty, or not a penalty, draw a foul for one of those long balls going forward where he never gets any. Thomas going to grab it, throw it in. 30 yards away, 5 yards away from the Stoke City goal. Why yellow and black for Kit? Flipped in. Under pressure, well done. Matty James with it. Dobson, Kabore. Front foot, sir. Advances at 5 yards, stops. Matty James, that's a long switch. Smith is onside into the area. Can he cut back? No, just a little bit too far. He didn't know what to do with it. You can see I got the foot up. No, I got to keep running him more. How much per child? Yeah, well, there's not a lot of things non-negotiable, but they might be up there.
Pretty soon you'll have to have a signing booth for your son. Signing headshots.
There was something that you were saying earlier that about Ogonkwo being a different man in a different kit or a different body, and I was like, that's the whole premise of the show he's going to be on. Manloff he's the only guy really creatively that really makes me nervous as far as not just goal scoring but setting things up is Manloff. Bocat holds up 35 yards out, draws it over. Bay slides it back. That's got to be Pearson. It is. Skips out Bay over to Bocat, 35 yards out. Bay now tried to sneak it back in on a return pass. It gets loose, and he's collected it now 35 yards away and over to the right-hand side. Short pass, and well done. Counter-attack! Thomason, fumble. Now he's got the ball. 2 running forward. Can he get across? And he's got to hold up. Left footer right to the chest of Bazunu, which is a great name. Love that name, by the way. Danger. Thomas sneaks by, wide open space into the area. Danny Ward didn't come out and get it, so it's Roland. I don't think he could have come out to get it. I'm not blaming him for it. Cece's got to go 5 yards. He's got a man on, chipped up over, and just given away. There wasn't a yellow kit player in a 5 yard radius from that one.
Yeah, there's just awful.
Windass can't control the pass.
Can we time sync? What do you got?
Time sync. I'm at 13:25 right now. 13:30 coming up.
Okay.
Right.
Slow down 12
here. Did you like the option of the Thomason shot? Smith holding up Baker.
I don't know that there was much of a cross. I mean, I think maybe he should have slowed up and saw what reshuffled, and then a late pass, maybe.
That far out, unless you've got some sort of worldy capacity on the run I would have tried something on the deck, but.
I know. When I used to watch a lot of hockey, I would want them to put shots on the net.
Thomason cross into the area, loose ball bounces around, Lowell gets it out.
I would watch shots on the net because of deflections and because of, just making something happen. You can't score if you don't put it on the net. So at some point you got to think about that in football, but
yeah, with Deandra, now that I'm not really counting on playoffs, I'm enjoying the games more. In behind Hyam, On their way, Cisse pulls up. Interesting decision. I would have gone to the corner and looked for the bring back, but he's got it out to Bay, 20 yards out, flicked in, stabbed. Nice little tackle. Scar made that one. Always makes me dangerous. And now advanced forward for Windass. He's going to be able to run onto the ball. Not enough pace, and it just rolls out. Nobody's scored in Hull yet. I almost feel like I should be bringing up the FOTMOB stat. Like the open link in new tab. Watch the stats as that one goes, so at least I get an idea as to the feel of the match. The XG there, 0.06 to 0.03. Here, 0.05 to 0.02. So 15 minutes in both stadiums. That both teams, all four teams, feeling each other out. Scar thumped down the pitch. Baker header. Pearson collects. Thomas and runs forward. Howdy, bub. Nice to have you here. 18 yards out. Thomas all the way forward looking for a cutback, and Thomason got his foot on it, but it's going to go out for a corner. From the right-hand side, Danny Ward's left. 16 minutes as Thomason just stepped in front of it and did the right thing. Just missed it. Playoffs aside, I'm so pleased with the season. Highest ever finish in the history of the club since they got 15th in 78-79. It's for the number of people who thought straight up, straight down, or just get consolidation, and there was a handful who said, playoffs or push for playoffs. I think there's nothing to be but celebrate. Yes, you have to look at what to fix, and there's lots of them, lots of things. But we've consolidated plus. I don't know what. Now they're running baseball signals like the third base coach would do. We're doing a reset, and one of these, touch your nose, flop in the middle of the box. Relax. Must be nice to be the goalkeeper, though. You get to sit back there and you get to be like, if everybody's running too hard, relax. If they're not working their ass off, you get to scream at them for not working. And then you don't like a pass that happened and you make a save, you get to scream at them again. And no one dare talk bad to a keeper if they let one in behind, right? It makes no sense, Kim, but I don't disagree. Leicester the worst. Wow, Manhoff just ended up dancing right around Doyle. Oh. Is M here? I don't want to say anything bad about the Dutch. A winger who takes on a defender. Is that what that looks like? I haven't seen that. To be fair, on one of our wings. In swinging corner, up from Creswell, flat, close to the net, headed away before it got there by Dobson. First time I've said his name. Did I miss something in the chat? I'm not saying George is firing on all cylinders, but he seems to be everywhere at least. Even when bad, still good. John celebrated the kick out by Danny Ward. Dobson with it, pitched over top. I look at it this way, 32. I mean, I would have put Algonquin. I can't justify it. I'm trying to find a way to. But if the delivery of the ball going forward is what you really need from your keeper, then Danny Ward's your guy. Throw in, couldn't be controlled by Windass. Hull City grabs it 6 yards out, just clears it high and puts it back into the area. It was actually a surprisingly good ball there. Dobson, whoa, heavy switch, but Thomason is going to go and get it. Nah, Dobson killed that.
I don't know that it was that bad of the pass. Like, The pass to Smith that he couldn't get on top of before it goes out, the pass to Windus that goes out of bounds on the right before he gets to it, and that one, we seem to, I don't know, just be not handling balls that looks like that we should maybe.
No knock, John. This is a preference for Parky. Ward looked good on the training ground. He wanted pressure on the back line. And Kim just says Lyron Southampton. Like, you're trying to give me flashbacks. And look, I like Kyle Lyron. I don't want him in the Canadian World Cup. He can be a part of the squad, but not playing. Well, opportunity here through the middle, and Rathbone couldn't get to it, and another offside.
Wow, we're only 20 minutes in. I feel like we're playing pretty damn hard the whole time.
You know what? I'm not happy with all of the outcomes, but as far as effort goes, this is the best we've seen in 7 weeks, or 7 matches anyway. I don't mind Ward coming in, sends a message. If it was game 20, Kim, 100%, I'm with you. I just think when you've got 4 wins, that you need 4 wins to have any chance of saving your season to make that change. I wouldn't have, but what do I know?
Yeah, the thing is, though, is if Ward's looking good in practice and you don't think that there's that big of a drop-off, a Arthur not looking right versus Ward looking good in practice, I don't know. After 2 weeks of Okonkwo being a little off, I don't think it's crazy. That's for sure.
Bazunu has it. Search in the field. 20 yards out, 22 yards out, right foot delivery down the middle of the pitch, looking for Bay. He's just going to head it out. It wasn't Pearson anyway. Either it was Gallagher. First time I've seen him. Let's do a thing here. Thomason draws it back. Gobble with it. Rathbone all the way back, playing almost like a holding mid. Matty James goes back, and now we're looking for options. All the way over to Hyam over on the right-hand side. He misplays it. It's got to go and try and rescue it. Advances it forward to Windass, who's all the way there. And big switch. Thomason, that's about as sexy as it gets for a long pass. Across the entirety of the pitch. Rathbone still has it, 40 yards out, looking forward. Advanced forward to Windass, flipped in, couldn't get it to Smith. And now it's a loose ball looking for a clear. Offside flag up again on that one? That one I don't get. I mean, nothing came of it, but who's this guy over on the right side? Offside. You know what? I give it to him.
Yeah, did you see, though, the guy behind Windus on the far side? He looked like he might have brought him online, but yeah, onside, but it's close.
Stupid linesman.
Right now, it's like if you have like a part of your knee or arm or anything, right? Like any part of you is ahead of the other guy. That's offside. It's not a foot, right? It doesn't have to be like the person's leg or something.
Jingpox, I remember, but that was also out of necessity. Like, we'd exhausted everybody, right? That wasn't coming in and pulling somebody out. That was. I mean, we were going to be putting a kit onto Cleworth and sending him into goal. Hyam draws it back. Danny Ward. He didn't look good on that one, but it still goes to Smith. And hey, a free kick again.
No, the linesman called it on Smith. Watch the linesman put his flag up and overrule the ref and said it was Smith.
Smith. You know what? I actually think that Smith did jump in and kind of roll him way in. I think Creswell went down.
That's not
but I don't
that's
think
not a foul worthy. That's just physical play. The guy folded like a. Origami.
Yeah, the World Cup's going to happen. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Genuine question. World Cup going to happen? Yes. 54 days away. And yeah, John, I'll take the daylight off. The daylight offsides. It's still going to be. I mean, there's still going to be people pushing it. I think a bit. Griffiths agreeing. Looked like a foul to Smith. Dobson loses the ball there. It's over to Pearson, 45 yards out. Baker, not enough forward now. A little bit too much midfield battle, but at least we're not getting swarmed by Stoke City coming forward. Still really nothing in the a little bit more, I guess, in the whole Birmingham game as far as XG goes. Smith gets us onto it. Well done, Smith. Smashes that off a Bae Jun Ho. 25 minutes, 40 seconds. On sports betting sites. Switch on Doyle. Thomason, left-hand side, 45 yards out. Windass out there. Now we're 35 yards out, inching close, 20 yards out before we get it back to Rathbone. Nice little pass. Windass, 18 yards. Chip up, looking for Smith. Knocked down. That was a bold Creswell trust. I'm going to chest that down with Smith pressing to my keeper Bazunu, but it works. Yeah, that's the best assessment I think I could come up with. Kim just came up with it for me. This is not as lethargic as last week, but not great either. I think Brendan muted himself. No, he's just lurking.
Good description.
Well, I was going to say worse, but I decided I'd. Oh, just a little heavy trying to find Windass with a long ball forward was Doyle. Bullcat, we are really firing long balls. So what you're saying, Deandra, is bring a suitcase full when I come to visit, right? tax from Jinping. Pox doctor. Morning, Denise. How are you? Ball's just bouncing around through the midfield. There hasn't been pressure either way. Like, I'd love to be able to call something for you, but it's basically on the ground or through the air, long ball forward, temporary pressure. Uh-oh. Hull City, 1. Birmingham, 0. Gellert, 24th minute. Left-footed shot from the left side of the box to the bottom right corner. Well, that's not good. You look at the run-in, you're looking for points to be dropped. Where are they dropping them? This is one of the best options for us, unless we're going to rely on Leicester City. Ugh. Kabore comes back, disrupts. High and puts it down, gives it away. It's flipped up into the air. It's just Scar. He's going to thump it down the left side. It lands on a Stoke City. I almost want to call him Hull City in the yellow and black. Lawwell collects it. He pushes it forward. He loses control. Doyle has it. He's going to chip to Dobson. It's just like pinball. Kabore, right-hand side. You'd better not hold up now. You're going forward. He gets tripped up, and there's a foul. Into the legs, Cisse on Kabore, and we've got a free kick. What is this? 22 yards out, and maybe 2 yards closer to the goal line from the 18-yard box. Oh no, a bigger difference than that. Let's call that 28 yards out. No, too far. 25 yards out. Birmingham were bad against Wrexham. Wrexham were just miserable. That's true. Dobbo. Imagine if we had Sebastian Berhalter here. Feel free to go watch his highlights. The guy does set pieces. Pushing in the line. Rathbone not happy. Score that, Rathbone. Score that. Oh, no. That would have been delicious. Him and I think that was Cisse into a pushing battle. Ends up landing on his foot. I was like, this is the football gods giving him an opportunity where you can watch. There's the push. There's the push. Was that from Cisse or from Lawler? No, it was Lawler. Comes back to Rathbone and he just misses to the right-hand side. Lord knows we don't do direct set pieces. Thomas and Hyam having a chuckle. Thomas, it has been a while since he took a corner. So I wonder if that's something from the training pitch. Scary just muscled his man to the ground. Half push, half flop. Scar's having a laugh at him. Who is this? Pearson and Scar, they are into it. Referee sitting there watching. Scar's is not even paying attention. That's entertaining. Ah, it's a goal! JT's left footer straight in far corner. The Olympic goal. I don't think that was touched. Just straight drilled in, left foot in, swinger, call it 1-0. It's alive. We're alive.
It's a header.
Well, what was it, a header?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe it was. He stole that from him. Would have been Olympico, but we're not going to worry about it. Get your credit where you want your credit. Yeah, I might have even been across the line or just at least on it. And you can't criticize Windass. You're sitting there far post, you're open. You make damn sure when you're not offside.
Yeah, that might have hit the post.
Woo! Come on, Birmingham. Do your thing. Get on it, Windass. Chase is on. It's going to be there. Pass back. Dangerous. Stars! Brutal defenseman. You can see it coming. 2-0. Windass. That was embarrassing. Did you see that coming? I was like, he's going to play it back. And a soft little touch, and Windass didn't shift gears. He just kept it foot to the floor. You tough ball. Love it. Give me more. Let's make the goal differential up, and then we'll follow all of this all the way through the playoffs. I'm getting way too optimistic now. That was horrible by Cresswell. Back little left-footed shuffle pass. What is this? And just puts the referee in, or his keeper in danger. And Windass just cuts it out. Like, it was predictable. He's either got to hammer it out, you leave it alone, or you just run past him for the back pass. And so he ran past him for the back pass, and easy as. Love it. Is that how 2 minutes not going to be the fastest goals? Well, it is since the takeover. That's the fastest two I think we've seen, isn't it?
Back-to-backers.
God,
yeah.
holy flying waste particles. Just like that, we went from we really need to score something to dropping two in. Bryn, when did you show up? Is this all your fault? Did you just show up and we scored both? And Jason, I think the same message goes to you guys, West Coasters, jumping in late 30th, 31st, 33rd minute, and all of a sudden there's two. That's the best bog break yet. Kennedy strip shredder. I just took it wasn't a bog. Took the dog out back for a toilet break. Dog bog. And then we're up 2. Stay in the loo. Did you have banished? Everybody grab the phone, watch the rest of the season from your bathroom. That's basically what we're doing. Crazy. This is the first half that we needed. Fortunate a little bit on the second one, but we'll take it. Rathbone, he's got an option. Thomason, 18-yard box, chipped forward. Oh, he's looking to cross it back in, and that was just sneaky, cleared away by Lowell. Lawal. Okay, got the pronunciation. Rathbone, nice little play to be able to keep that there. Thomason keeps it open. He's got a cross available, draws it out. Windass, 20 yards out. Not going to take the shot. Dobbo's too close straight on. Nice little flick on play. Dobson up the Windass. Now it's... Oh! Was that a shot? Was that an opportunity to get Smith to run onto it? But we're swarming. Who are these guys? John, where has this been for the last month? What's going on? Everybody's looking and being like, is my contract in jeopardy? Am I going to have to leave Wrexham if I can't figure it out? Is that what the deal is? Is this personal motivation? Is this rescue the season? Is this just a Stoke City that really is shite? I don't know, but Bazunu going to get us back underway. Thomason gets it. Doyle with the block.
That was really good team defense.
No,
James aggravates. Doyle gets down. You know, a lot of good stuff.
I will take it all.
Well, we weren't wrong about the energy team being out there and them playing on the front foot more. So.
This is the hustle team. So the message is we can't leave Dobbo, Rathbone, Thomason, Doyle. Even Matty James today has been busting his hump, to be completely fair. Long ball pushed forward, headed up over to the right-hand side. Thomas. And it's going to come back to Bazunu, 37th minute. Manhoff, Thomas. Oh, that was dangerous ball. Well done by Hyam to get back from his right back where he's playing today. And well done by Kabori to get the giddy up. I'll take that. Swung out by Gallagher on the tackle. But that's Dom Hyam a little bit cheating towards the middle on that cross, and he ended up intercepting that one. Good defense. Kabori's not part of the hustle team, or maybe he is. He's got, if he has designs to play higher level football and like Prem Championship, that level, these last 4 games for him are everything. 24 years of age. He's on that cusp of have to step down to League One, League Two, and work his way back up. Matty James, Rathbone. Swings all the way back to Danny Ward. Where I'd love to see Ogonkwo step out sometimes. Out 22 yards out, and he's going to put the pressure on the back line, and that's what Parkey wanted. So now the man looks brilliant. Is that not exactly what he said? Parkey said, we want pressure on the back line. That's exactly why we're putting him in here, and we're getting that as, wow, that's a foul. Right through Phillips in the back. Lowell. Smith on him. Just a straight giveaway. No effort needed to be able to steal that one, and Thomason's going to circle it back on that was Scar who intercepted. Now we're back. The ball's back to him, and it's over to the right-hand side. Wrestled Hyam, Dobson. I don't know where you're going, but he ran into trouble, and a little bit fortunate there that the pass didn't land on May's foot, as he was free and clear from Gallagher. Could have been a little bit softer on the touch there and would have made it dangerous. But the weight, it's like an extra finger on granite. It just adds that too much weight and pushed it right past Gallagher. I'll talk Olympic. Olympics all for the next 4 years about that stone thing, I'm sure. Doyle, forward. Matty James over on the sideline. It's going to go out, and we'll take the throw in. Chat goes quiet. Goes quiet because we go up to nothing. Or do we only have something to say when it's all right?
Everyone came in wanting a fight, a little on edge, and now they're happy and they don't know what to do.
Now we're happy. Got nothing to say. Everything is wonderful. Everything is good. Hey, we got to settle up, and we still got to finish this one off. 45 minutes, but we've got 315 minutes left in the season.
More than the scoreboard, the eye test is the team's playing on the front foot. Majority of the team is pressing really hard, and the defense, it strangely is looking much more coordinated in the back, considerably.
Which makes you wonder, where the flying hell was it before? Deandra being sloppy, yes.
Yeah, but again, I mean, Ward's known to coordinate, and Chaim from that edge spot. Remember, that's when we got him. He was playing in Max's position, right? So he can see everything when it's wide on the other side and get in behind and make sure, that he can clean stuff up. Having a great center defender where Scar is now and Chaim on that right might be even better for Wrexham. Not that I want Max to not be playing. I'm just saying he's looked exhausted the last few weeks.
Yeah, that's fair. Like I said on that Kyle Lyon goal, who's not speedy, and somebody actually put a comment on that Southampton thing that anytime a defender can make Kyle Lyon look like Usain Bolt, you've got to have some serious questions, something along those lines.
Yeah,
and it's fair to say that could just be attrition.
To be fair, Max didn't always look slow. Just the last handful of games, he looks like he's carrying weights when he's running.
All the way back, Dobson draws it over. Danny Ward, short kick. Scar given away there, and now they're going to come the other way as it was stripped off the foot of Matty James and then just pushed past him. Danny Ward's going to slowly meander. Added time. I don't think there was anything in the way of injury, so we've had 2 goals since the first half, so I would say I'd be surprised for it to get past 2. If this was Bet365, we could have the over-under on the minutes. Call it out. Try and make some money. Assuming I can call out a decent range for the over-under. Danny Ward, long ball through the middle of the pitch, just over top of Smith. Baker. Just looking at the Brum match, 0.59 to 0.17 is the XG. Birmingham well behind. 6 total shots on goal, or 6 total shots taken by Brum. 2 on target, no big chances. But they are dominating possession. As here, Stoke City makes their way in. Matty James,
dry. He looks fast today.
The old man with some jump. I say that he's 15 years younger than I am. Are we all? Are you asking for goals, more goals here, John? Or are you asking for Brum to do something? Take away 2 points. We go up 3 and I hate this. The ball away from the corner flag, and he's actually going to argue it and makes the referee come all the way over. It's one of the dumbest things in football. Like, it, give him a yellow for being a goober. It sets the ball right up against the flag to be a. Danny Ward is in goal, Denise. Right-footed in swinger and all that to be way too heavy, and it's just going to go out for a Wrexham throw, or is he going to get it over in the corner? They've got it now. Corner flag. Thomason gets beat and then kicked out, and we'll get a goal kick. And the Wrexham fans not so forgiving with the cheers and the jeers after Stoke City stuffed that one. Well, Candy, it's an interesting one. You look at them trying to secure everything, and I don't know what Ipswich is doing today, or they play tomorrow. They're certainly not doing us favors by not clinching promotion. I don't want them to be winning it for the documentary in Wrexham against Wrexham. So I'd like for them to pull their heads out and just wrap up everything as Rathbone gets a boot up a little bit high, but no real threat up on Manhoof. Not hard to do when he's only 5'2". Howdy, Julia. 1 minute of added time. First accurate extra time in a while. Thomas, how good was he for Wales? Was he the best Welsh national in the last set of matches? The qualifier attempt in the makeup game. If not for him, Wales would have had no chance. So interesting that he's playing deep on the right-hand side and not up forward, despite having Sorba played on the left side for Wales and was amazing. Here he's a right back. Anyway, that's the half. Epic first half. Great first half. You take it. Windass getting a snuggle and a whisper in. What's going on there? I don't know who that was. Sitting in the sunshine. Marford, four miles from the ground with a grumpy husband who couldn't get it. It's the ballot system. I guess the good news is eventually there's going to be 5,500 to 8,000 additional seats. Brendan, summarize that first half for us.
That's Wrexham. That's the Wrexham we know. That's the Wrexham we've been missing for quite a while now, it feels like, much funner, more interesting team to watch today.
It's been something, and I will take it. A question for you, because let's talk completely off topic. Are you watching Cheltenham?
No.
Have you been watching any Cheltenham? I mean, we've got Luke Young there. We've got Bickerstaff, I think, is there. Mo Fall and Harry Ashfield, all sitting there. That goal by Mo Fall yesterday, if you haven't seen it, go and look it up. A worldie, a right foot volley to win it with 1 minute of added time. Cheltenham, they were questionably in the relegation discussion. They're safe now. I'm not saying that those are players that are going to have a role coming forward, but nice to see that, especially Harry Ashfield scoring his goal. What was that? 3 games ago now. Things happening away from the club as well.
I'd love to see him get a chance. I really liked his speed, in his energy, in physical play, considering how young he is. There just seem to be so many positives with him. I just wanted to see more from him.
I am massively bullish on him.
Yes.
He's got pace, he's got control savvy, he's got a boot on him. He can contribute somewhat offensively with the boot. He's certainly there on the passing and in the mix. He's not a liability defensively. He's got the pace to keep up at the level. He just needs some more time, and that's why I'm happy he's down there getting some of it. I'm really bullish on the guy. Sci-Fi says, "Hey Shaun, is that a Wrexham program behind you? And is that Elliot Lee?" Yeah, that's from the home game against Bolton that I went to last season. Doncaster Rover legend Elliot Lee. God, that's weird. Say a 0-0 draw, made up for by the performances in Huddersfield and in Wicklow. But that was my fun little trip. I'm just having a look to see who's in the Cheltenham lineup to see if Fall got more time, because and earned his way on as they're playing Newport County, who's at risk to go down. Looking, Young's in the middle, and that's the only. Mo Fall on the bench, Bickerstaff on the bench. No Ashfield today. Oh yes, Ashfield's on the right side. So Young and Ashfield in the midfield of the 4-3-3. Something to watch anyway. A little added fun when we've got players around. It'll be interesting to see because as far, and I haven't gone through this, and I'm sure somebody else will before I get to it. But the contracts expiring, not really a lot of expiring contracts this year for Wrexham. And yeah, not good that Hull is up 1-0. We need results in both places. As far as expiring contracts at the end of this year, he's to Cabore because, well, he's on loan, so he's got to go back. Rodriguez, he's gone. Aaron James, I don't know if he's 20, so I imagine we'll sign him and look to loan him out. And the third goalkeeper option, third, Ruben Egan, he's up. That's it for contracts that are expiring. We've got to go all the way to 2027 until we start to see a whole bunch of familiar names. Then you've got Ogonkwo, you've got Hyam, you've got Longman, Danny Ward, Lewis Brunt, Ryan Barnett, Thomas O'Connor, Dan Scarr, Matty James, and Callum Burt. There's your third. That's the keeper that I was missing. And we've got options on Barney and Longman. So there's it's going to be much of the same next year. Well, lots of players being loaned out. We'll worry about it. As far as the first half, jump up on the stats. I'm sure you got those ones up there?
Yes, I do.
It's like you read my mind.
Not good like that sometimes.
Or I'm just simple. And it's predictable. 52%, 48% possession. XG, 0.69 to 0.09. We've had 4 shots, 4 on target. When have we ever had a half we've been on target with every shot? 1 big chance, and it was missed. Which big chance was that? Which big chance did we miss?
Is Rathbones?
Rathbone?
Maybe.
Interesting.
That's
anyway,
one.
156 passes, so that puts us above season average just barely. XG, our open play 0.56 and our set play 0.13, but we scored that one with Windass getting his flick on with the header. Did they give that to him? No, they gave it to Thomason. So they must have said that crossed the line.
Certainly didn't fully cross the line, but either way, it was thanks to Thomason's great.
Windass, not the guy to chisel away goals. That's a hockey term. I don't know. What's the term for somebody who steals points or steals assists and takes away goals from people? In hockey, we call that somebody who chisels, who always skates up to the referee and says, hey, I had that second assist. Did you see that pass I made from behind the red line that made the first pass out? Yeah, give me that assist. That's somebody who chisels. Hi, bud.
I never see unicorn Lucky Charms.
You never see what?
Unicorn Lucky Charms.
Oh, unicorn Lucky Charms. I've never seen them before.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I got a wife who's outside, so I might have to leave you just for a little bit for the remainder of the first half because I've got to go tell her the boys are up. She's getting set up.
Sure, I can go through the stats while you pop off.
Perfect. I will be right back.
Dad.
So as Shaun was saying, we usually don't see total shots, and we usually don't see any big chances in the first half. Got one. Usually our XG is far more pathetic, closer to that 0.09 that Stoke is showing right now. But we have 0.69, which is pretty good for us. But more importantly, I just think we look like we're playing right. We're playing hard. We looked a little too amped and missed a lot of passes that the passes actually seem pretty good. We just weren't able to gather them well. Where the guy? Nice to see you. And then we seem to have the majority of obviously all the expected goals, a decent amount of the shot statistics, the passing statistics, and then the Fought Mob ratings, Thomason with a 7.8, Windass 7.5, Dobson 7.1, Doyle's a 7.0, Matty James 6.7. By the way, he seems to be all over the place. Sean pointed it out multiple times. Matty James looking great out there. So yeah, this is all positive stuff. We got to stay on this front foot, keep these guys out there. This is one of the few times I'm not going to be, at least right now, thinking that I'll be screaming for subs to come on super early. You got something going, and we should stick with it. And if I go to the table, unfortunately, we do not creep closer to Hull on the table because they are winning. So at the very least, we need Brum to come back and draw with them, if not beat them. Again, you'd expect Hull out of their last 4 games to get at least 2 wins, you'd think. Giving them 6 points, they're up 4, so the only way we get ahead is 4 wins. So they could do 2 wins and a draw, and we could still catch them with 4 wins. So yeah, again, Brum has to at least draw here against Hull today. We're figuring to consider staying positive for the last 3 games. What am I missing, Jed? Sci-Fi J. Sorry, I'm trying to read stuff. If we get to the Prem next. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely getting a box. We'll do something, and we can. I don't know how many people are in the box seats. The box at the new cop, but the second there's an opportunity, we'll be calling and pulling all the strings to see if we can get a box for a game, and then we'll have one big Red Horde party there. Anyone that's a regular follower, we'll let you guys reach out, maybe over Discord, and we'll divvy up all the tickets and go and have a great time. Sorry, just looking around. Southampton down 1-0. Hull up. Bristol City's up. Swansea's up. Norwich down. Preston North End down. Birmingham obviously down. Stoke down 2. Charlton and Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday all 0-0 along with Watford. And West Brom up 1. Yeah, we would have a great time. Hoping to do that this upcoming next season. And definitely the second any of those boxes go on sale, we'll be looking for an opportunity to get one. So yeah, that would be a good time. And if Sean and I are both there, then we'll try to run it from the box and just have it be an interesting stream of us in the box partying. So yeah, we'll have to do a nice little tour around Wrexham, hit all the spots, hit all the good pubs, obviously the turf and a few others, and yeah, we'll make a whole plan. What do we got here?
Oh,
Sean back? Yes, he is.
I am back. Hooah! Everything's all set up. Starts in an hour, so I won't be too long because I've got to go help with the heavy stuff. But yeah, it's a glorious day. Anytime. I just hope I don't have to carry too much stuff back in. But yeah, massive sales here. So, what do we do here with Hull City? I mean, you bring up we're 4 points back, right? So if they end up dropping down into it, at least a draw. Southampton losing, by the way, 1-0.
Yeah, I did that exact same math. They could draw today, only win 2 more, lose the last one. We could win all 4 and beat them.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, the way I look at it is, you need to be within 3 points to have a shot up until the last day, right? So you win this one. We sit at 67 points. They drop. They're down to 69, which means at least the pressure's on any given day. You could go into the last day with we win and need them to lose, and at least you've got a chance, right? Close to being relegated. I think the writing's starting to be on the wall for Leicester, and it's fascinating to me. 41 points. West Brom going to jump up to 49. You've got Oxford United, who's 3 points up, and to get out, I think they're mathematically eliminated today, aren't they? Because Blackburn, Leicester's got a game in hand, but Blackburn Rovers sitting at 44 games at 49, 44. Yeah, they're toast. Toast. I was saying that, John, but I get more and more nervous that they're not going to finish it off. 9 points left. Oh no, they will. Wait a second. They're champs as it is, are they not?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it's over. So we're good. 10 points up, 3 games left. That's it for them. So they're on the beach. Congratulations to them, and hopefully they take the rest of the season off and they play a bunch of their young players and want to see what's out there. Can Ipswich Town catch them? Oh, Ipswich, they're not free and clear because Ipswich is the team that can catch them. 5. They've got 5 left still. So there's 15, so they could get up to 90. That's why I was like, it doesn't make any sense, but I got confused looking at Millwall with their win and not at Ipswich Town, who still have 5 games to pack in here, starting with Middlesbrough tomorrow.
They just refuse to play games.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy. We're almost back underway here. They got Wednesday against Charlton, and then they're back next weekend against West Brom. And then they're going to play a Tuesday game against Southampton, and the following Saturday, where everybody plays May 2 to wrap it up. So they're going full tilt for the next 4 as we're underway. Whistle blows. Wrexham towards the tech end, right to left, and it's Dom Hyam sweeping entry down the pitch. And can Kabore keep it in? Ken, nice little touch there into the battle of dancing along the line. Double teamed. Going to throw in for Stoke. Andrew had the same thing. I forgot about Ipswich. I did the same. W&G there clarifying they've got tomorrow Middlesbrough. But this consecutive draw thing that they've done, they've got to put that to bed. So, and Ipswich lost tomorrow, still wouldn't do it, right? Because they'd still have 12 points available on 75. So they could technically get to 87. So it won't be decided tomorrow in any event, but hopefully next week, before they get to us, for sure would be the benefit is Doyle headed, and it's going to go straight out for a throw-in from Stoke City. Scoreboard watching. Is that my feed or is that my audio that's going all wonky? Somebody have to tell me who's got iFollow if you're getting weird video or weird audio gurgles. Video is perfectly clear, so it makes me think that it's on their end and not my end. Is foul there. Rathbone wiped out. Could fall more, but they can't fall to us. John, they're at 72 points, even with they've got 4 games left. We're at 67, and after, assuming we win this, even if we were to win the next 3, that's 9 points. Oh no, you know what? They could fall. Why did I think they couldn't fall to us? Because, wow. We'll worry about it. I guess tomorrow, do we want Middlesbrough to lose so that Ipswich Town doesn't knock Coventry out, or do we want to? I don't even know what we want anymore. How's everybody's audio? Is this me?
It's you. I've got Paramount Plus. The audio's fine there, and
you know what? It's me, because you're starting to break up too. So I'm gonna swap off of my. If I can find my green headset.
Yeah, your video's been the best it's been since
my feed hasn't been the best today.
No, it has been the best. It's back to what it, the best it's ever been. Maybe from months and months ago. Your audio has been crap most of the day.
I can't find the headset.
Yeah.
I don't know where everything is. Sorry, Brendan, you have to take over for a second as everybody gets to look at my backside.
Ball's all the way back to Ward. I am 12 seconds ahead, so I will. I'll try to watch and then delay my commentary. How's that? Ward kicks it away. He's able to link up with Smith, but then he gives it away. Ball's being knocked around. Goes back to Stoke, trying to work their way out from the back. Good pressure by Wrexham. It's going to be a throw-in on the side. Throw in by Issa Kabore.
Our max point 76. So taking Middlesbrough is still not outside of the equation. So we'll watch that one tomorrow. And I think the challenge with that one is they if you kind of want Middlesbrough almost, I don't think this is the outcome, but if they win, that's bad news because they go further away from us. But the only positive you can draw out of it is it was Coventry closer to clinching and them being on the beach when they play us. So,
and Middlesbrough just being fine, being in the playoffs, but no chance at automatics.
Right. Resting players and stuff going forward. So it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic works out as we go through things. It's nice to be up 2-0. What I really, really, really want is for somebody, never said this before, and I will probably never say it again, but what we really need is like a Stansfield goal or something. Osmond to find something, or that dickhead Vicente to do something. Sheffield United scores. Sheffield Wednesday gives one up. W&G reporting. Stoke City with it. Thomas advancing forward, right footer down the right-hand side. Mahouf turns it back to Thomas. Forward, slapped in. Bay turning 16 yards out. There's a flick. Blocked. Corner. Scar. Desperate. Dive in front of Bay Junho. Interesting that he went with Junho on the back. That's Bay.
I thought Gallagher was playing well. They're subbing him out. It's interesting.
Interesting that you thought he was playing well. I thought he was out. Coventry are already promoted. No, they're not. Look at Ipswich, Loki. Ipswich plays. They've got a possible 15 points. They can get to 90.
No, they're promoted. They
just promoted. They haven't clinched the championship.
Yes.
Yeah, and they'll be playing for the championship.
I love how you just told Loki he's wrong when he's right.
When he's right, I'm wrong.
You got to watch out. He's a New Yorker. He's not going to take that well.
Rathbone wiped out. Nothing there. Well, now he gives a free kick. It was playing advantage. John typed that out. John's thoughts came out in text as fast as they came up for me. Advantage? I said I was always right. For Norwich drawing. And to be fair, Brendan, I do think it's more of that East Coast mentality.
Yeah.
New York, Boston. Is there much of a difference between the mentality?
As far as everyone else in the U.S. is concerned, they hate us both almost equally. But we're too busy hating on each other to
worry about what anybody else says.
Yeah. We don't want to be compared to each other. We see ourselves as totally different, but we're probably more alike than we want to admit. So.
A heated debate in a bar between a New Yorker and a Bostonian, and somebody from California walks in and enters into the fray. I still think that'd be entertaining as all hell. I want a Smith goal. I want a Danny Ward goal. How's that? He can thump one down, bounce it off the ground, put it in the back. As the flop there, lean down to be able to save that. It's over to Mahoof over on the right-hand side. Returned up, Baker with it, curling around the goal line. Back to Mahoof. 20 yards out, crosses there, and just right into the breadbasket for Mr. Ward. I don't see when you say football, I'm assuming you're talking gridiron, John, and I don't see the Jets or the Giants being rivals or having a hate on for the Patriots. I see
when you're that pathetic, no one hates you.
Red Sox, Yankees, sure. Rangers, Bruins, maybe. But I think the Bruins go more up north of the border to Montreal. Tekken needs a goal. Tekken needs to be louder, or they've got the games turned down. Pearson with it, advances it forward. Cisse over to Thomas on the right-hand side. Mahoof. Dancing around, Rathbone out to guard him, back out to Thomas, 25 yards out. Mahoof now 18, driving on Thomason. Rathbone comes out in support. Cross over, dangerous. And I gasped on that one. Everybody easy collect by Danny Ward, but if the sub was right there to be able to nab that one. Bozanic flashing right in front of Danny Ward, and it would have been in the back of the net if he got any body part on it, essentially. Easy, Jimmy. I don't want to have to ban you. That's fighting words right there. Intolerable, insufferable.
knows exactly what to go after to get Sean's ire.
Into the corner with the elbows up. Nice little work there. You got to give it to Kabore. Hustle there to get it down towards the goal line and at least get it across. Push past, beat his man, gets around goal line. Just couldn't hook it far enough to put it into Smith's wheelhouse. Is that weird? Like, I don't think Devils haven't been good since the 90s. Rangers haven't been good for a while. Islanders never. Buffalo's in. So there's one team from the state that's in. Thomas, Mahoof. Thomason on Mahoof and just steps it off of him, but Mahoof able to go and grab it again, and it goes into the area. Dangerous. Bay is there, and free kick for us. I don't know why either.
You see Chaim sneaking in behind Scar. He's cleaning everything up. He's so good from that far side.
Chaim with the read there too, right?
That's what I mean. He's so good over there.
Thomason through to Matty James over to Rathbone. Flick back out to Matty James. Nice little passing play there before the switch is on. Is it going to get out to Kabore? It is 35 yards out, pushing forward. Doesn't take Windass as the option. Back pass. Windass, 20 yards.
I think ideally Chaim was brought in to push Max, right? And and then with Cody not performing and Scar not not being better than Hyam had to move to the center, and then they had to push Max to, start.
I'm going to bump my gains now that I got a different headset. Can't hear you. It's back to Hyam, or sorry, down Scar. He's going to kick it over to Hyam. Hyam looking for options. Defers back to Scar. Doyle now. Center back kickabout in full effect before goes to Rathbone. Waiting. Thomason not an option, so goes back to Doyle. I get the little graphic that pops up with the score, and as soon as I see the little red bar, I get all excited, but it's just Bristol City scoring to go 1-1 with Norwich. Southampton draws back even with the Swans. Has there been anything? Still 1-0, Hull City, Birmingham as Rathbone advances it forward. Thomason with a cross just smashes it off of Thomason. Not Thomason. Thomas. Battle there. Nice. Thomason now with it. Doyle. A nice little pass forward towards Windass. He's going to chip it up in the air too high for Smith to be able to get it. And Junho, who's back, he just leaves it there, and almost a replay of a lazy back pass intercepted, but instead it gets cleared.
You were a little worried early, Sean, when we didn't have a lot of people on the stream a half hour before the match, and now we have over 100. So
It's
Wrexham
all there.
fans showing up.
Yeah, they kind of stuffed up the celebration, didn't they? I will say I'm actually going to follow the WNBA this year after the first round draft and watching their first round pick and Paige Buchert, both out of UConn playing. That's a fun little story in professional sports, and I don't think it's ever happened before. Nice little pass there. Windass up over Thomason, straight through. It's almost there. I thought that could go in for an own goal, but it gets flicked out. Sam Smith is in there causing craziness, but nothing comes. Deandre's still having a heart attack. We're up 2-0. Relax, take a breath. You're okay. 9 shots on goal in Birmingham, 3 on target, no big chances, 54%, but it looks like they're playing a little bit better. Kabore just not a good touch and loses control of it.
That's a nice way to say it.
Being polite.
Did I spell Luxembourg wrong? Might have.
Earlier, I thought it'd be nice if there were more women's games, but now I'm like, I'm good. You're starting to get your blood pressure back under control. Stress testing the heart through the season. Two different clubs and wearing the same kit. Nice to have a breather. Stoke City advancing the ball forward. Raksaki. That's a great name. Jesarun Raksaki. It's back. Smith gets it to Issa Kabore. He's going to take on his man, and he's just loses the ball. Just ran in front of him. Cisse steal it from it. A giveaway there. Give it to Kabore, and instead trying to go over the top of Bazunu. Saw Bazunu away from goal, and Windass went for his long shot. Right, Jen? Totally exciting.
Absolutely
looked-
right. There's an R that should not be there, and an H.
It would have been brilliant if on target that's in the back of the net because Bazuna was so far forward, right? So nice little battle there. Thomason walks away after Doyle nicks the ball. Doyle curls back the other way. We're going to go for some possession. Dobson now with it. He's got options in the middle. Windass, and we're going to recycle. Thompson with it. Bay out on him. Doyle gets it forward. Not a good touch by Matty James, who's got to come back and rescue it and draw it all the way back. Scar advances it forward to James. Back to Dan Scar, 32 yards away, and we're going to wait for the build-up. No new teams announced in the Champions League first qualifying round that Wrexham can be part of. So we'll wait and continue to wait as those names get added. June 18th, 2 months away from the draw.
Seems like it might also be quiet in Wrexham. I don't hear a lot of noise.
I was saying that earlier. Like, I know it's a 2-0 game, and you don't want to get too excited because the season's there's a lot going on, but it seems really
Maybe
really
their
quiet.
feet of the Red Horde with Shaun going silent every few minutes is just like they're concerned, they're not focused, they're
Maybe distracted. My apologies.
yeah. You're their like emotional talisman, and you're just
10,000 people relying on me. I get it. Doyle walks away from there. Nice little slide pass forward. Smith was there. Didn't like Windass as the only option, so curls back, and we will build again. Plus, I'm too busy staring down at the screen to watch 64th minute in Hull. Still 1-0.
Everyone's so bad with their first touches today. Jeez.
Doyle. Long ball. Knocked out. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Thomas up through the middle of the pitch, bounced around. Bay is able to get a foot on it, and then it's over there. That's the substitute, Bezenik, and it goes out, and we'll take a throw. Well done. And they've used up 2 windows, eh? Or did Raksaki come in 46 minutes? So I guess he came in at the half, so they've still got 2 more windows left. Because I missed that he came in, to be completely frank. For Creswell, is that a message sender for the botched pass? I missed that one entirely. Kabore. Forward, Windass, back heel, nice little pass there, and Kabore on a full sprint. He's still going, cuts towards the middle. He's taking on his man. Phillips out wide, and we'll take a corner. That Windass, just that little touch, right? That back pass, nothing fancy. It was probably the only play available, but just the right call and knowledge and weight to put there onto a streaking Kabore. As here comes another. What's with this sub so early? Seko. Tatsuki Seko. About to make his way out. And Thomason over to do a left-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side. Ward has not been tested, really. Thomason swapped in, going far post, and too heavy. Just goes out. Yeah, John, I think it's just for preservation mode. I mean, if you were to do subs, who are we doing? Longman in for Kabore. Catamartieri.
There you go again.
Catamatri. I don't know. Bailey. Or DKD. I can see those guys all coming in. Lewis Brunt coming in could be an option. Long ball down, 8:25 a.m. my time. Hopefully the kids are still alive. Haven't done anything with mom outside setting up and them watching Netflix. It's a full TV cartoon day. As it's advanced forward, that's not Bay. That's Secco, the substitute. He just comes in at 18 yards. Stoke City with an opportunity. Hyam goes, pushes his man out, and it just gets lifted up over top. And Hyam and Matty James having a heated discussion about the coverage there. Secco.
I understand Stoke's not necessarily a great team, and they could be not playing particularly well, but everything in the back looks a lot better today.
I got distracted there, and I'll admit it, because they started talking about the whole City match with Griffiths on the broadcast, and I thought there'd been a goal. Nothing to announce as Rathbone blasting all the way forward. Windass, Rathbone. Nice pass up to Windass into the area. Oh! That was a bullet. Smith trying to get his head onto it, and he's having a chuckle as that was smashed at him. Primal scream. He's a blah, blah, blah.
That's a skillful pass by Windass there.
And good on Smith for at least getting his head on that thing. You got to check him for a head injury now, because he took that one with some pace. Effort, enthusiasm, and a bad road team. That's John just summarized it there. '69th minute in Hull. 69th minute here. Thomason intercepts in front of Mahouf. Steals it back to Doyle. Well done. And we'll recycle through Scar. Hyam. Kabore. Back to Hyam. All the way back to Danny Ward. The Wrexham fans are getting into it a little bit more. But it's almost performative now from the fans.
Yeah, it's just the tech end singing.
Doyle up to Matty James. Goal kick, too much weight. Sam Smith can't get to it. He's been good today, Mr. Smith has been. Going to cheat up and try and force a path. Secco comes all the way back, draws it. Lowell, he's going to clear it. Doyle there, interfered with, hits him on the side of the head, goes out, and Thomas is going to take a throw in just near the midfield stripe. Bozanic, wow, 3 Wrexham players around him, and he was doing well until he just lost it, and there are too many red kits all in that same area. Tough to defend. But that's a difficult. Lowell on Smith. I didn't have a problem that he got ball first. I just thought he went through the back of him as well. Kabore. Push, man, push. No, hold up and lay up. Oh, you're right, 6.3. I mean, but let's be honest. Statistics and fought mob versus my subjective opinion. What's better? Right?
There's only one that matters.
Yeah.
O'Brien coming in.
Oh, man. Rathbone.
Not the sub anyone was rooting for, I think.
You know what? 71st minute, still in preservation territory. I'm okay with theirs. Norwich scores another one. Thank you, W&G, for being there as always. Oh. Is that going to be the poll? Is Shaun always right?
Unless he disagrees with Brendan, I'll go with okay, yeah.
You can just call me the measuring stick.
And
LOB for Rathbone. There's still time for that. We're talking 72nd minute, and we still got 2 windows left. Hopefully, it's not Parky saying, "Okay, Bailey, get out there with a minute and a half left and go crazy." But I'd like to see. To be fair, LOB going up for Rathbone, I would have liked to have seen him come in for Dobson or Matty James in the back, because I'd rather have seen Keeler Dunn up there. Maybe you still bring him in for Windass. We'll see. Oh, Danny Ward slips. Breakaway. Dan Scar, well done to recover, and then he gets fouled, and it's going to be a free kick. And he's having language with Bosniak. Not a man, like, you look at Scar is just a scary looking dude. Like, he's not the type of man I would want to be screwing with. Shoulder barge, gets swept out of the legs, stands up, so has some words for Bosniak. Oh, he used the P word. I could read his lips there.
Pretty?
A derogatory name for reproductive body parts.
Yes, but that is not where that word comes from.
Okay. I don't know the etymology of that word. Something that I will Google later.
Yes,
and then have to answer from my search history with my wife as to what.
No, I look it up. It's a word that does start P-U-S-S.
Yeah. All right. I'm getting educated.
It is not what you would think.
Princess. Thanks, Deandra. A pointed remark would be, no, I'm not even getting enough. 75th minute. Prosecco with it. Open space. Everybody's coming to chase him down. Well done for Dobson for getting there, and is swept over. Somebody should have been yelling at Doyle that he had time. Oh, you know what? He's going to get it as a throw anyways. He did what he needed to do. Trust a Bostonian to know. Deandra's on fire right now, just taking shots at us. You wait till you get back on the camera. I'm joining the chat. You're going to get it. Thomas with it now. Throw in right next to the corner flag for Stoke. Still staring at the out-of-town scoreboard. Not looking good as far as, that match, 67% ball possession by Birmingham in the second half. 0.15 XG. John, I'd be close to demanding. I don't. 2-0. I was okay with LOB at the 72nd minute, but at the 80th minute, Bailey and DKD draw in, and I can't. Why not? Why not? Princess. You know you've just monikered yourself forever. Shall now and heretofore be known as Princess. Did it to yourself. LOB, touch on the ball, nice little curl back and gets it to Scar. Hey, Tom, how are you? Thomas Fitzgerald. Opportunity Smith can't get there. Going for the foul, but I don't think you can give that to him. He was too far away from anything. Thomas Fitzgerald, the brother of Edmund Fitzgerald. For anybody who knows, that's the boat that sank in Canada. That was where I was trying to get the reference. A long beer and a 2-0 lead.
Oh, W&G with great news.
Oi! Thank you, W&G. You are, and you can still stay my favorite person of the day as long as you don't report another goal by Hull City there. Hasn't even popped up on my FODMOB yet. Beating everybody, W&G is, to the report. unless it got called offside or something, we're going to see something negative coming forward.
Oh, shh. Shh.
Sorry. There was a substitute. Kieran Dowell just came in for Hull City, replacing Joe Geldart. Lewis Kumas came in to replace Liam Miller. And there it is, pops up. Tomoki Iwata, right-footed shot from outside of the box, 78th minute. And it's 1-1 in Hull. We've got ourselves a season, maybe. As there's a sub, Sam Smith coming out. I see your message, pal, with a capital P. What? No. We're up 2-0. Stoke City's shown zero, and I get it. Priority winning here. Shown no real threat, and Kiefer Moore comes in instead of Bailey. Right-footed in-swinger, Thomas going to take it. Six-yard box, dangerous spot. Was that flicked on by Ward? It goes out corner on the other end. Yeah, Sam Smith went out limping, so Kiefer Moore comes in. 11 minutes plus added time left. That was a Ward test. I wasn't sure, to be fair, whether that was a punch away or a header almost. And yeah, it's writing's on the wall for Leicester City. Crazy. League One next year. And is that 2 teams on parachute money in League One next year? I'd have to look to confirm that. But Thomas, right-footed, out-swinger away, 6-yard box. Kiefer Moore, the sub, just comes in, heads it away. Knocked back. Norwich. I can't believe I'm rooting for Birmingham. This is effed up. Norwich with the boots to Bristol City. .64 XG in that game as well. Torre with the hat trick. Nice one. LOB, not the best first touch, getting pushed, shoved. Goal kick. Yeah, as long as it's not the chickens. I don't want to see if the chickens are on next year, it's going to be 2 games on the calendar that I'm just going to regret. Unless I really should go over to go to a game in Bradford City. I'll just call it Bradford. Drive them nuts.
A couple of 5-0 matches though would make you feel good.
Yes. Moore, there's a good shoulder barge. Hey, if you're not going to call the shoulder barges, then I'm not going to go the other way. So Moore says, I'm going to stick it to you. Norwich. I did say Norwich, didn't I? Or is it my Norwich not even strong enough? We can still do it, finish the script. Southampton in Wembley. After a 5-1 drubbing, 6-1 drubbing, I lost count. That's how the documentary is supposed to be written. Cheltenham scores. Love that. Wrexham's Farm Club. For those in North America who understand how farm clubs work. As it sits right now, 2 points back. I think he's offside. Flag up. Yep. Kiefer Moore. There's going to have to be some clearing out for the Spurs. Thomas doing what he did for the Welsh national team, trying to do everything. Couldn't do it there. Broadhead with it. Lost the ball. One more window here, coach. Hey, coach. But you're not going to put Katamar Bailey in. I tried. I was going to say it. No DKD. That's frustrating. But I guess a 2-0 win and giving Kiefer Moore a run on, not a bad thing. Is what was that all about? Lowell goes to try and make a play on Kiefer Moore, who lays up and lets him go right past him.
Yeah, then he flops.
And then he flops, and I legit think he might have hurt himself. No,
it could be when you embarrass yourself like that, you just lay on the ground like you were injured.
That like almost comical, almost. I want to watch the replay of this one again because Kiefer Moore just laid up and let him go by. He's coming. He's going to make contact, and yeah, there's nothing in that. Kiefer with a cheeky little grin. RKO. You missed. I mean, it hasn't been brilliant, but it's been good. Way better in the first half. Way better. Still staring. One 84th minute in Hull City. More subs came in. Hirakawa came in for Balumi. Giles came in for McNair. Another sub. Rafael Pius Otegbayo. I probably got that. All sorts are wrong. Zohar, 3 games left after this one. 9 points available. I don't want to jinx anything. But needless to say, we're back into it. Big match tomorrow. Middlesbrough in Ipswich. If they lose that one, Middlesbrough still stuck at 72 points at us. We would be 5 points behind them with 3 left. 2 points behind Hull with 3 left. But Sharky, yes, I would always take more, especially because of the goal difference. Which the goals that we scored today, by the way, and even in Hull has right now as it sits 5-4. We've taken the lead there, which was a mathematical necessity. And that's a headshot.
It's just
Matty James smashes it off of his noggin. Got to blow it down because it smacked him in the head. He waited.
The guy that went down on the sideline was out of bounds. He kept inching his way back onto the field so that he could delay time as much as possible. He ended up fully on the field after he was initially lying well off the field. And we wasted a couple of minutes there. Now this guy goes down so fast.
Sure, he's praying for the help out of town and here. But yeah, no, it's and he'll be fine. This one, it's interesting. I'll take the time waste. I mean, I'm absolutely okay with that. The interesting part about this is they've used all 3 windows and they don't have concussion subs anymore in the EFL. So they'd have to play down a man.
Yeah, roll him off to the side. We can sit over there.
Was that Pearson? I missed who it was. Oh, boy. One more Brum for Brum would be nice. Yeah, not necessary, but nice. Yes. If you were to tell me, yeah, could I take this result right now and walk away? I absolutely would. But bringing them down to a 1 point behind. Got him on the top of the dome. That's not going to do too much. Football off the top of the dome. He's fine. Time ticking away. Staring at the chat, looking for W&G to give us reports if there's anything that's coming. As it's
89th minute there.
Yeah, 89th minute there. Minute and a half for them, at least according to my FOT mob, before they get back at it. I'm just looking at the stats to see how the momentum meter's doing after the goal. Oh, it's not telling me. Why not? Exactly, throws it in. Not even watching this one anymore. Sitting there watching numbers on a screen. Is Sorba Thomas on the right-hand side. What do we got for added time here? 5? Put up, dangerous, straight up. Woodwork. Danny Ward a little bit locked down, frozen, or he was just confident enough to know he didn't have to go up there. We still need help, Sharky. Even after this game, we still need help.
We need a loss and a draw from Hull. And today is the draw.
Another draw still gets us there, doesn't it?
A draw today and one more loss for Hull.
But if they were to draw and stay there, we'd jump over them. If we win out, right?
If we win out and they draw today, they still need one loss.
No, I don't think. I think they can. 2 draws, they'll still do it. 2
draws, you think?
Yeah, because if they were to get up to 70, because we've got the goal differential, and mathematically we have to get the goal differential because we'd be winning to win out. We'd be adding to our goal differential, minus them having in their 2 wins a massive blowout win. We should, but we would be
presuming
even.
We have goal difference. Yes, we could tie by just this draw today and us winning out, them winning.
And them having one more draw.
Yeah, one more draw for them out of their last 3.
Yeah. So we got Coventry and Middlesbrough ahead of us, though, on the beach. Broadhead, he smashed it off of Moore, and Moore was offside. He was going for the far corner, and Moore in the wrong lane. We can take Burrow losing out through the rest as well, yes. There are options. Scar took one to the head. Ref says, "You're fine." Broadhead trying to get it around Thomas. Quickly turns and grabs that one. I will take 18.5%. The biggest thing about the draw today is it puts us in the situation where on any given day, there's the chance to climb over top of them in the standings. That's what you're hoping for. At least as we move forward here, a win and a loss or a win and a draw and goal differential, and we jump over top, right? The interesting thing is are you going to get Millwall, or are you going to get Southampton? Are you going to get Ipswich Town as that team if you're in 6th place going forward? Heck, we could jump over both of them in a crazy world. We'll still end up in 5th, which is crazy to talk about. Sacco looking for an option here, up over top of the net. 6 minutes of added time. We got 4 minutes left here.
As bad as they're playing, right? But
and if anybody knows what the added time is in Hull City, I'd be all for it. They're 2 minutes into their added time, and I don't know what they've got. This would be our first ever win against Stoke City at home. Played 8, lost all 8, Mark Griffiths just says. Thanks, Andy. 7 extra minutes at Hull.
Yikes.
Oh, tied 8-8. Thanks, RKO. Are we talking about the charity match and not about the Stoke City? Now there's too many 8s going around. Doesn't matter. Doyle with it. 2.5 minutes here, 3.5 minutes in Hull. Scoreboard watching and figuring it out that was a very artistic flop. As far as like what the Russian judge would give on that one. Well done by Cisse. Just test the form on that. Oh, beautiful. Plants the foot, throws himself forward. The arm goes up immediately. It had all the things you want in a flop. Up in the air, cleared away. Sorba Thomas grabs it again down the right side. Mahouf. He had a great first half. He's been non-existent in the second half. Mahouf beats Thomason on the inside, and that that angle was something else. I don't know what he was trying to do with it, but he basically put it off at like 80 degrees and completely wide. Was he trying to cross? I don't know what he was trying to do. Danny Ward taking his time. Brum is having a sub fest. Let that clock tick away.
I'm really hoping for pretty much the same lineup. I don't know about you next week. But
yeah, well, I think kind of have to. We had a team not show up for 6 weeks, and then and they showed up.
Yeah, you got to run with what's working today.
There it is. R&R mentioned the bad record versus Stoke. Never beat them at home in the EFL era. Pek Sun Ho comes in for Carlos Vicente. Throw in for us, 35 yards away. Thomason doing nice work to get that. Davis getting canned. So they had a long delay. How long was that? 2-minute delay. So they'll have another 3 minutes left probably in the Hull City match. So we'll watch that. We're done here. Put it in the win column. A solid performance led by a great first half and continued pressure. We didn't park the bus. Stoke City really offered nothing. And so that's helpful. If we can have more of this, of the opposition offering nothing for the next 3 matches, I'm 100% there for it. That's the ball game. Brendan, summarize that one for us, and what do you think?
Great effort, a lot of good performances. Yeah, looking positive. To your point, if the 3 teams we play, well, Oxford does have something to play for, but
do they really now, though?
Yeah, 3 up, 3 down, right? Aren't they still on the cusp?
9, yeah, okay. They're yeah, they'll still be playing for it. You're right.
Occasionally I am. Yeah, so Oxford will be playing hard next week. So we definitely want to bring our hustle crew again. So
when you're looking at the run-in, and we'll count tomorrow for anybody want to wake up at 4:00 in the morning. Ipswich Town hosting Middlesbrough. I think we're going for an Ipswich Town win there, unless you want Coventry to clinch before we get to them. But I'd rather have the option of being able to jump Middlesbrough ahead of us. Somebody can tell me they think I'm wrong on that one, and I'll consider it, but I think that's the preference. What just happened? Oh, wait, no, that didn't happen. That was a glitch on my screen. How did that happen? I saw the score, and there was an extra 2 numbers on Birmingham on my. Still 1-1. They 7 minutes of added time, plus they had 2 minutes of delay, and so we'll probably get to 89th minute. Danny Ward with the clean sheet. See, that's how the game went. Is we didn't even know that Danny Ward was in net. Bill continues his streak of not losing 3 in a row since League Two. So just to go through it for us, Oxford Tuesday next week, 11:45 my time. That's 2:45 out east, a 7:45 UK kickoff. Next Sunday, we'll have the late game. Everybody will be playing Friday, Saturday before us, and then we'll have Coventry coming to we'll go to Coventry for that one. Likely a potential trophy ceremony for that one. We'll see what happens as far as when they align everything up. But hopefully Coventry's on the beach for that one. Yellow card in Hull for Birmingham for Marvin Duksh. And then we've got Middlesbrough, which could be a game that could mean a lot, could mean nothing at the end of the season, both as far as where teams are going to sit, where players are going to, whether people, who's in and who's out. Middlesbrough on a massive fall from near the top of the table. For them, they've got Ipswich tomorrow. Go Ipswich, keep them there. But then you have to think Sheffield Wednesday at home, and then Watford at home, and then us. I think it's going to be difficult for Middlesbrough to drop points throughout there, but you never know. So you'll go through it. Hull City, looking to wrap things up here for this one. Their next match, they're on the road to Leicester City, who they're toast. They're done. They're on the beach. But maybe playing for a right to stay with the team in League One. I don't know. And then Charlton on the road, and Norwich City, who's been doing damage as far as if you were to pick a team that's on the beach that doesn't have anything to play for, who would you want a team to line up for in a game that matters? Having Norwich City, they've been busting
young players trying to prove themselves.
They've been hungry, so there's an opportunity there. Look, end of the day, we got to take care of business Tuesday on the road, Oxford United. And then we'll worry about where things sit. And
that very well may be the hardest game left out of the 3. So
it could be full time. And the challenge is you just look at Hull City and Middlesbrough's running, and it's fortunately the championship is difficult. No results are given. Got to go out and earn them. This one, just what the doctor ordered, I guess. We went ahead and did our thing, and we're going to be fine. We're back in the equation, and on any given day, we could jump back into the playoffs and be back into control of our own destiny. So we'll figure that all out. Cardiff City, they're going to secure their automatic promotion. They're coming up, so that's going to leave Bolton, Bradford City, Stockport, and either Stevenage, Plymouth looking to try to eke their way in, but I think that's probably it. For options there, just not Bradford City. Anything can happen yet. I'm not writing it off. I was closer to doing that last week. We'll figure all that sort of stuff out as it goes on. So see you guys on Tuesday, and then we'll see you Sunday, 4:00 in the morning for Coventry, but we'll be here for it, and then wrap it up with the decision day the following week, and hopefully we're in it. I just think that the Hollywood script writers have done an amazing job at making it look like we were dead, getting whooped by Southampton. And we're going to end up getting like a 1-0 garbage goal win against Southampton to become a Prem team, right? That's how it's all supposed to be scripted. Hull plays Leicester next game, so of course they'll lose because the championship is unpredictable. Well, that's just it, Kim, right? Sheffield Wednesday would be even more of a surprise on Middlesbrough, but I will take Leicester pulling something off when they've had everything to play for, and now watch them go on a run at the end of the year. For Leicester City, they've got 3 games left, and I guess they're still They got 3 games left, 9 points to try to make up. They can get to a maximum of 50. So mathematically, they're still in it, but they need to win out and hope that either Blackburn or West Brom completely stuff it all the way through. Charlton's free and clear from Leicester City anyway. They've still got Oxford United 5 points back and a game in hand over Blackburn. So they will be in it. Cardiff are promoted. Thank you, Loki. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Brendan, as always, for holding it down. It looks like the gremlins and the problems have been solved. Those were problems on my end, not Brendan's end. Solved them temporarily, at least. I hope we're not in the league with Cardiff or Swansea next year, but that would have to be something special that happens. We're going to be here for it. Stay tuned. We'll be here. Brendan, anything else to contribute before we sign off?
No, everyone enjoy your weekend. See you Tuesday.
Time to go and sell some stuff at a boot sale, car boot sale, garage sale. All right. Have fun. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the week or until Tuesday. Bye-bye.